What's up, sports bettors? Sunday, May 29th, MLB betting. There are tons of games, and sportsbooks literally just released odds. So the first bet that I really like for today is in the Athletics-Rangers game. You can see that we can get over 7 runs, minus 120 on DraftKings. Pinnacle has only 16 cents in market width, and they priced this at minus 140. So I got to move quick before the odds change, but this is definitely a bet I want to lock in. So I'm going to try to hit it. DraftKings is going to say, hey, you've reached our max wager. We'll give you $1,099.05. And I'll say, okay, and lock it in. So the first bet I have is Rangers Athletics over 7, pretty low total, minus 120 odds. So I'll add this bet to my sheet. So we have over 7 runs, and this is in the Rangers-A's game. The profit margin of this bet, we'll refresh this briefly, was 3.85%, right? 3.85%. But we should have very high confidence in this bet because Pinnacle has such tight market width, right? So Pinnacle Sportsbook, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, their market is right here, and they priced this at minus 140. So I initially was trying to bet Padres minus 1.5 plus 120, but this line actually just came crashing down if we refresh to plus 110, so I missed it because I was trying to do this video. But luckily I got in the over 7 Athletics-Rangers game minus 120. So 1099.05 is what DraftKings limited me to. They're like, yo, you make way too much money off us. 3.85% profit margin on this wager. So over 7 Rangers A's sharp MLB bet for tomorrow. Our bet has a profit margin quantified in dollars of 42.31, which is just our edge, our profit margin from OddsJam right here, 3.85% times our stake. So you just multiply these two numbers together to get your profit margin in dollars. So if we go to over 7 runs, it should be pretty clear there's a lot of value. Most sportsbooks have the total set at 7.5. DraftKings opened it at 7, right? So initial line discrepancies between sportsbooks. And we're able to pick up, over 7 minus 120. Caesars minus 140. Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker out there, has this minus 140 as well. And we're able to get minus 120 on DraftKings. And also, another reason you should like this bet is this is an arbitrage bet, right? This is an arbitrage bet between DraftKings and Pinnacle. So in other words, if you had both of these sportsbooks, if you were in Canada where DraftKings just launched, you could place a bet on DraftKings on the over, Pinnacle on the under, and make a risk-free profit. That is called an arbitrage bet, right? This is called an arbitrage calculator. Whenever you can make risk-free money betting on both sides, the over and the under, equal and opposite outcomes, you know that one of these bets has to be mathematically profitable, right? So obviously we want to go with the bet on DraftKings because this book, OddsJam, right, Pinnacle Sportsbook real-time odds feed, is the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So we'll go ahead, we'll refresh. There were some other MLB bets I like. So this pretty low EV percentage, so I'll skip over it. Pretty low EV percentage, pretty low EV percentage. Here's one from WinBet. Here's one, a lot of line discrepancies off the open. And I think I'll just take the next highest one as well, which is Giants minus 1.5 on the run line, 4.93% profit margin. Another ARB to Pinnacle. We're getting 16 cents of improvement from the sharpest sportsbook in the world, and there's only 12 cents in market width. So that's a bet you definitely want to lock in. So let's go here. Let's go to Giants. And then we have the minus 1.5 on the run line, and it just moved down to plus 105. So again, when you are betting on sports, you have to be on it, right? This line, I was trying to bet this, right, plus 125. Where is it? Right here. You saw it just come crashing down to plus 105. So it came down 20 cents. So these lines can move quickly, especially if you're using OddsJam to find sharp, mathematically profitable bets. So now it's a lot less interesting, 1%, 1%, 1%. This bet on WinBet looks good. The Guardians bet looks good, so maybe we hit that as well. So let's go to the Guardians bet, and before any more odds change on me, let's lock it in. 874.57 is what they limit me to. I'll go ahead, I'll add this bet to my bet tracker. 874.57. and I think I did that wrong, so I'll actually have to go to my bet tracker right here. And OddsJam, again, is fully customizable. So you can go here, you can edit your bet and change this to 874.57. And this is on the Guardians -1.5 run line. So we have the Guardians -1.5 run line, and then we have 874.57. I believe that's what DraftKings gave me, 874.57. Yep, exactly. And we missed the Giants bet, unfortunately. And also, it looks like this line, so we just bet the Rangers game. Where is it? We just bet over 7 -120. You can see they already moved the line up to over 7.5 -110. So you really, really have to be on it if you want to be, placing profitable bets. So again, use the OddsJam bet tracker to track your profit and loss, right? You want to know your profit and loss as a sports bettor. You also want to know how often you are beating the closing line. Beating the closing line consistently is literally all that matters in terms of becoming a profitable sports bettor. So what I like to do is kind of go through at the end of every day and just see, okay, am I seeing more green than red in my OddsJam bet tracker? Green means you beat the closing line. Red means you didn't beat the closing line, right? So you want to go through on a daily basis and really make sure you're seeing more green than red in your OddsJam bet tracker. So a couple bets for today. We have the Guardians on the run line, -1.5. Braves -1.5 looks pretty decent as well. Red Sox -1.5. A few bets out there as well, but I think I'll call it there. Two profitable bets. Guardians -1.5 on the run line, over 7 runs in the Rangers game. And this bet had a 3.49% profit margin. So again, when sportsbooks first post odds, oftentimes there's a lot of profitable betting opportunities, and we were able to lock in $72.84 in profit margin. You just got to be on top of it, right? 7:55 p.m. on a Saturday, sportsbooks are posting odds for Sunday, I guess. So, you really, really, really have to be on top of it. In this bet on WinBet, after this video ends, I'm definitely going to lock in. Most sportsbooks have the total set at 7.5. Big line discrepancy. We're able to get under 8, -105 on WinBet. So I'm going to go hit that. Gonna call an end to this video. Thanks so much for your time.